welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet for certain, but I'm glad to be here. Going to have a good show. Second show of the day. And so earlier today, also did a show on the BK Nothing But Nets podcast. That was 2 hours. So it's been a lot of going live today, but it's good to be back. Additionally, give me 1 minute. We'll get started in just a minute. I'm losing my brain. I dropped the Galliafy video that is live. Fi is live. Kona Walker is live. We got a lot of lives going on, so we're in good shape as far as all of the lives are to be concerned. All right, hang on 1 second. So I didn't realize this. The poll I asked who had a better chance of pulling the upset. Who had a better, Sasaki or Rodriguez? And it was a tie. It was 50-50. So y'all voted on a tie. That's rough. That's rough. I don't know what to do about it. It ended up in a tie. All right, guys, let me pay the bills real quick while you guys roll in. Guys, I got water bottle. I got to clear my desk out. All right, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog at all forms of social media. Guys, please smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice. Gets you Ask the Bookie anything. It gets you the lock of the week, which I'm going to release soon. I'm going to give you guys at least 2 locks this week. Last week I only gave you 1 that did hit, of course. It's also you also get access to the Discord for free with that. In the Discord, we do the live betting, the updated prop. We stream fights there. It's the absolute best boxing community and the best boxing gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month gets you all of that. So make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. It's pinned in the chat as well. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Oh. Hang on 1 second. All right, we're good. All right. Let me get to the top. So, second show of the day. Just doing 1 show tomorrow, and then probably 2 on Wednesday. I'm working right now on the Araneta fight. I don't have a book on DraftKings, but Pro Boxing Odds. I'm going to pull that up in a second. They got a book on it. This is an interesting fight. I'm going to bring you that video. The 5 video is live. The Kona Walker video is live. And then I'm probably going to go to Malnicki or Jahai Tucker or something like that. I'm going to bring you guys as much content as I can. But it's a busy week. I want to get you guys all the content. I want to get you guys as much as we can. All right. All right. I'm going to go live once tomorrow, twice on Wednesday. I'm going to bring you guys another video either tonight or tomorrow morning. And I'm going to bring you guys a video every day. So you're going to have a ton of content to get into. Give me a couple minutes. Give me a minute. I want to pull up the Pro Boxing Odds first. I want to take a look at that, see what is out there in general, because DraftKings is a little slow to update yet again. But FanDuel isn't. Sasaki and Araneta. That's all they have on that Thursday card. And then you got Conor Walker, Peter McGrail, Yafai, Jahai Tucker. Look at it. Look at it. DraftKings got nothing. They got 4 fights, and FanDuel has all of these. We'll get to that. So FanDuel's got Caleb Walsh, I like. Vito Malnicki, I like. Jahai Tucker. That's an interesting fight. So I think my next 2 videos are going to be Araneta and Shimshri. And then probably Tucker and Simpson. Those are probably my next 2 fights. Those are probably what I'm going to get into next. All right. So take a look at that. Let me get into some of these. Oh. What up, DJ Green? Miron's in the house. What up, Miron? It's good to have you aboard. Miron says, how we doing, brother? Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a minute, Miron. It's been a minute. It's good to have you aboard. It's good to have you here. I see you like your fight. I feel the price is the price is wide. Let me read the rest of this. I feel like the price is too wide. Such a hard fight for him to win. I'm high on your fight as well. I think he's going to win, right? It is a very difficult fight. The odds are very, very wide, very, very high. I do think he's going to win. Like I could see a world. It's difficult. It is a very, very hard fight to pick for sure. I like the over better, and you're getting better odds on the over. So bet the over, I guess. Do you like the over? Do you like the over, Miron? Havlik said the WBC boxing pre is on Friday. Oh wow, is that already? Is that okay? That came up quick. What up, Jab? Jab is in the house. Is your fight? Yeah, your fights for a world title. Your fight's fight is it's 12 rounds. It's for a vacant title, isn't it? Am I wrong? Am I bugging? Is it not for a vacant title? An interim title. It's for an interim title. Yeah, it's 12 rounds. It will be, yes. It's an interim title. It's an interim world title. Yeah, I thought it was a vacant. It's an interim title. I like the boxing Grand Prix. I wish it was more prospects, though. Some of the guys have been pros for years, and some of them are inexperienced. Yeah, no, I agree. Why do people forget about Andy Hiroka? Is he not the mandatory? Is Hiroka the mandatory? For Gary Antoine Russell? Yes, you are right. He is. They had up until a month ago to. They have till July 1st now. So they have till July 1st to agree to terms on that. It was a 10-round fight. I'd be willing to take a small bet on Rodriguez by decision at plus 700. But since it's 12, I don't know about it. Yeah, I just like the over. No, look, I'll be honest. I do like if I to win. But I like it to go over. I think the over, and it's not about necessarily picking the upset. It's about picking the bet that's going to make you money. And for me, do I think Yafai's going to win? Yeah, I'm pretty confident Yafai's going to figure out a way to win this fight. He's so much more skilled, and there's so many flaws in Francisco Rodriguez. I do think Yafai's going to win the fight, but it is a very tough, very difficult fight. I do think Yafai gets through it. What I think is a better bet and a more profitable bet because the odds are better is the fight goes the distance or the fight goes over. Take the fight goes over. Yafai's got 7 knockouts. The only fights that didn't was Rocco Santamoro, and then he had that really difficult fight with Gohan Rodriguez Garcia. So he usually gets the knockout, and then Francisco Rodriguez has a lot of knockouts. You're getting decent odds on the fight to end in knockout. I don't think it does. I think, You know, if you look at you go through Francisco's resume, he's got a lot of knockouts. He does, but against better opposition, he usually goes the distance. He went the distance with Ioka. He went the distance with Eric Omar Lopez. He went the distance with Junto with Nakatani. When he fights better fighters, and he just went the distance with Joel Cordova. Like when he fights better fighters, he usually goes the distance. So unless you think that he's going to get knocked out, which I don't think he is, it's wise to bet the distance. Hiroki is such a beast. Hiroki really is a beast. I agree. Jahai odds went from minus 550 to minus 400 on the money line. I'm gonna start a poll here. I want to start a poll. I'm just interested in this question. Who wins? Simple, simple, simple. Yafai Rodriguez. I just want to see how close this poll gets. All right, guys, everyone vote in the poll. You know, I don't want to say it was obvious. I was confident he would win. You know, the odds are wide. I don't love the odds. The odds are wide. I think it's an extremely difficult fight. I think Yafai wins the fight, though. Like, I'm not even that torn about it. Like, I think Yafai wins. I don't love the odds. I like the over, but I'm not even that torn on it. Jahai's feet alone will win him the fight. I look forward to getting that tape. Going to get to that tape tomorrow for sure. Melnicki drew it last time, and we made money off of it, but they are giving him an undefeated fighter who struggled with low-level guys this time around. Yeah, no, I like, you know, it's obviously a get-right fight. You know, it's get right. He didn't look good. I thought he won, but he didn't look good in his last fight. He ended up getting a draw in a fight. I did think he won. I'm not that high. I've never been that high on Melnicki. Although this does not seem like a difficult task. I'm going to try to get to the video on this soon. It doesn't seem like anything that Melnicki's going to lose a bunch of sleep over. It looks like they give him a layup, hometown, build a fan base, get a Roy. It's not a bad promotional move from Top Rank. But yeah, it doesn't seem like they've given Melnicki, who I'm not a huge fan of, who I don't think highly of, they've given him they've given him the right fight. I don't want to say an easy touch. It's an undefeated fighter. He's there to win. I don't want to say it's going to be easy, but they seem to give him the right fight. I'll say that. My problem is, right, Yafai gets hit a lot against a Mexican. At minus 330, it's very hard to bet at that. It is, and that's why I would take the over. Even the over, I'm not sure. I think I might be a live bet for me. Okay, like, do you think that, like, he might get knocked out? Do you think Yafai might get knocked out? I'm not saying that he can. I'm not saying that that's out of the question or anything. I would think it goes the distance. I'm more confident that it goes the distance than I am that either guy wins. And that's paying well. Like, let me pull up the book real quick. It's probably a good fight to live bet. I probably wouldn't disagree with that. Yeah, I want to give you all this lock, and I'm going to pull up your fight real quick. Here's a lock I like a lot. Coda Walker, Peter McGrill, minus 150, right? Minus 150, I want to say. Minus 147. Coda Walker, money line. Peter McGrill, money line. Parlay together, minus 147. There's a lot for you guys. Wanted you to have that. Didn't want to forget to give it to you. Gonna post it in the Discord soon. All right, here it is. Yafai, Frankie Rodriguez, Bucco Rodriguez. The over is 10.5. It's minus 280. Yafai is minus 330. To me, unless you're very confident in Francisco Rodriguez, this is a good bet. You know, if you want to go the distance, you're going to get even better. Oh, I don't have it to go the distance. Do I? All right, to go the distance is minus 215. I would just take it to go over. I'm very confident that it goes over. Unless you think Frankie is going to get knocked out. Frankie he's fought other world-class fighters, and they've typically gone the distance. He does have some pop, and he is a pressure fighter, so you never know. You know, a pressure fighter with a little bit of pop, and he certainly has a little bit of pop. can always get a stoppage. Like it's always on the table because he's a come forward guy. He can break it down. But he has it when he's gone with world class fighters. He's tended to go the distance. You know, I don't think he's going to sit there and tee off. Yafai's got excellent feet. He's got excellent skills. To me, this is a fight that goes the distance. And even if you think Frankie Rodriguez wins, I still think he wins by decision. So to me, minus 280 is a great bet for it to go over. Yafai is defending his title, interim title, I believe. I personally love the over. I love the over. I'm with 79. What up, Brando? It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I do think he can. He gets hit a lot, and he's fighting a Mexican. Okay. All right. Yeah, if you're not confident, Miran says, in terms of the poll, I won't vote. I genuinely am stuck on who wins. That's fine. And, that's completely reasonable, I believe. Vote on, no vote, that's fine. I'm not sensing Rodriguez is a good fighter, scrapper. Yeah. I did a tape on him. He's got a little head movement. He's really good on the inside. He's sloppy, and he can be had. And I think he's going to have moments. I think Yafai struggles with pressure, and this is a guy that can put pressure on him and make his life uncomfortable. But I think, there's ultimately a level. There's a difference in levels, like the different tiers. And I think over 12 rounds, Yafai figures it out and he wins more rounds and we go the distance. If you thought that there was a real good shot that Frankie Rodriguez could stop him, that could change my calculus. I don't see Yafai getting stopped. I don't see it. Yafai's a really good fighter. But to be fair, Francisco Rodriguez probably deserved that decision over Ioka. He probably deserved it. He probably won that fight. He didn't hold his shape, and he looks like he's got a case of chicken legs. He's just doing random stuff because he knows he can't win, and getting points took off. You got fight by decision, especially in the UK. You got to factor that in. But Miran, who I respect, who I love him, especially on the British stuff, I think he's great. He thinks he might get stopped. He thinks Rodriguez has potential to stop him, a real potential to stop him. Do I think Brian Norman Jr. gets the stoppage? I do. If you want to take that, I would rather just bet the fight not to go the distance if you can get a prop on that. But I like Norman by stoppage. I do. But yeah, I like McGrill. I like McGrill too. This week, that's a good bet. I was hoping Shabazz was fighting. I would have picked him a lot. I like him a lot. I am more confident in the distance over than the money line, slightly, if I'm honest. I have a lot of I don't have a ton of confidence. I have some confidence that Yafai would win. I would say I'm 65, 70% sure Yafai is going to win the fight. So I think the odds are a little high. Right? I think they should be more like 250, minus 250, if I had to make the line. He's like the flyweight David Allen trying to make it into some kind of primitive brawl. It's not a bad comparison. Rambo, I mean, if he wasn't that good, he would. I'm interested to see what the rest of that comment is. All right. Minus 200. I think so. And that's why I should be making the line, y'all. That's why I should be making the line. What are the other books have this at? Caesars is minus 275. FanDuel is minus 350. DraftKings is minus 330. Caesars is minus 275. And they're all, Caesars is a little bit more reasonable. But yeah. So anywhere from 275 to 350 is where he's at. I think if I open up that just up as that just money has come in. All right, let me pull this back up. I want to go over this quick. My afternoon chats are killing it. My evening chats, you guys aren't showing up. You guys aren't popping up. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do more afternoon chats, but afternoon lives. I mean, all right. Let me run through these. There's a little bit that we do have. Brian Norman Jr. I like Brian Norman Jr. at minus 650. I don't think there's a ton of value in this fight. Oh, I got props on this now. Let's go. Fight props. Does the fight go the distance? No, I think that's a great bet. I think the fight does not go the distance. I think that's a terrific bet. I would bet that. Norman by stoppage, I like minus 170, minus 115. I think that's a good bet. But I really like this bet. Does the fight go the distance? No, I don't think it goes the distance. I don't think it goes the distance. And I like Norman on the money line. Conor Walker, I think this is a terrific bet. I think this probably goes the distance. I don't think I have any props on this. I like Conor Walker. I probably like him by decision, but I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk the methodology. The odds on this are pretty good. I would take Conor Walker minus 255. Peter McGrill, I love this. This is a two-leg parlay I like a lot. McGrill, if you can get McGrill by decision, just jump on it. Just take it. McGrill by decision. And Conor Walker, I think, is a great bet. Yafai, I like the over. I like the over a lot more. I would just bet the over. I don't mind Yafai on money line. I do think Yafai wins. But I think the over is a better value. I think it's a better value. Yeah, I'm checking the poll right now. Guys, vote in the poll. Vote if you have not already. Yafai is winning comfortably, which I thought he would. But it's a tough fight, right? Like, you know, who do I think is going to win? Well, I think Yafai is going to win. I think it's going to be tough as hell. But I think he ekes it out. I think he ekes out a decision for sure. Caleb Walsh is fighting this week as well. That'll be No, I definitely boost Caleb Walsh. He gets nothing but layups. He has a split decision against a journeyman on his record. Yafai does. You talking about Yafai, Rambler? I missed out. I think you're talking about Yafai. Yeah. I like Norman as well, but KO or no bet for me. I would just bet the fight not to go the distance because Sasaki can punch. Sasaki's a threat. I mean, I just like a Sasaki fight to end by stoppage, right? Like someone's going to sleep in this fight. I think it's going to be Sasaki. And if you want to bet Norman by KO, do that. By all means, do that. You're going to get better odds on that. But could Sasaki knock out Norman? Outside chance. I would just cover myself just in case that happened. I like the fight definitely not to go the distance. Line's wide now. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Yafai has glass chin. Like, I think it's Gamel who Yafai has glass in his chin. Like, I think it's gonna losing this. Who lost loads to domestic guys. Norman decision. We just touched on this, Mac. I like Norman by KO. What I like better is just for this fight not to go the distance. I think the Norman fight goes the distance. All right. I think it does not go the distance. We'll find out in a couple of days. I don't mind that. Yafai fight over seems good. Yeah, I like the Yafai fight to go over. Can't wait to see Vasoli back in action. One of my favorite British prospects. Yeah, I remember him. I remember that name. Why? There's a bakery by the crib with that, where I used to live, with that same name. Vasoli. 7-0. Yeah, okay, I remember him. Kane Baker, that's who he just stopped. I remember him. Diego Legos. He's got a decent resume already. He got a decent resume. Jahai fight over distance fight. I think so too. If you can get a prop on Jahai to go over, let me see if any book has it. I definitely like the Jahai fight to go over. I'm not going to give my thoughts on that yet until I get to the tape. I'm gonna reserve that. No props on that yet, but I think that's a good bet. I do think that's a good bet. All right. Sasaki has zero head movement. Norman is going to close that too. I agree. I think Norman stops him. That's my if you're asking me to make a prediction on that fight, it's Norman by stoppage. I will definitely put Norman KO in a parlay. There you go, Mac. Vasoli, nice. I agree. Warrior Poet. Rodriguez is a fair bit better on the inside. I agree. Your fight isn't a long range boxer. I disagree. But more of a mid distance volume guy. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. If you bet your fight, you're basically hoping for massive Brit home advantages. This comment, I like this comment. Yeah, I like this. If you bet your five, I don't necessarily agree with that. Why can't a mid-range guy, a mid-range volume guy, beat a pressure fighter when the pressure fighter is sloppy? I don't think they're the same level. Like I don't. Rodriguez makes life difficulty with his pressure, but I don't think he's a master technician on the inside. I don't. I think he's flawed. I think he leaves himself open. I think he squares himself up. I don't. I think Yafai is a level ahead of him, but I also think Frankie Rodriguez is the anecdote. Now, is he a strong enough anecdote stylistically? Antidote. Is he a strong enough antidote? And I don't think he is. I think he's too flawed. I think there's too many flaws. There's too many problems in Frankie Rodriguez where he can't get it done. But it's going to be it's a tough fight. It's hard. What are your thoughts on Skylar Lacey versus Ivan? I don't have a book on it. You always ask me these fights I don't have a book on. Is there anyone? I don't have a book on it. It's not till July 19th. It's still got a month for that. Guys don't remember. Skylar Lacey is a problem. He's a heavyweight. He's got a draw with George Arias, and he lost to Brandon Moore. But he's a decent heavyweight. And he's fighting Ivan Decheko. Where is this fight? What card? Oh, this is just a little. Is this card on TV? Where is this? That's a random pull. That's a good pull. I don't know. When is the lock of the week coming out? Well, I'm going to give you guys one today because I want you to lock it in. And that's Conor Walker and Peter McGrill on the money line. Just make it simple, make it plain. Conor Walker, Peter McGrill, money line, 2-leg parlay. Keep it simple, keep it smart. Minus 147. Bang. Easy money on that one. I'll get you guys out another one later in the week. Probably Wednesday, Thursday. Skylar Lacey is asked. Yeah, I'm not saying he's particularly good. What's your thoughts on Stevenson versus? You just asking me who I think wins the fight. I don't. This isn't even on my radar. Hang on. Oh, David Stevens. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? David Stevens. I'm sorry. I'm reading that Stevenson. It does say Stevenson, doesn't it? David Stevens. Versus Kamakov. Someone else asked me about. So I don't even have a book on this fight. Boy. I mean, this is a tough one. When is this? Is Friday? My inkling is don't bet on this fight. This is one of the. This is a major step. I'm taking Kamakov, but Stevens is an experienced dog. This is this is upset right all over. I don't know. That's me. Okay, David Stevens versus Kamakov this Friday. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like Stevenson. You blew me for it's David. God, maybe. What odds? I would just stay away from that. That's a no bet for me. Yeah, if I's got no chin thing, I got my tickets for the Belanga Shiraz fight. There you go, Miran, get in there, my man. Good for you. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think Shiraz is going to win. I think he should place a bet for Shiraz. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Conor Walker, Peter McGrill money line. Yafai, I like that fight to go the distance. Brian Norman, I like that, but I like the fight to end in stoppage. And that's kind of our week right now. I'll be live again tomorrow. I will also be bringing you the Arnetta fight as well. Kamakov's hormones are shot. He loses. I'm staying away from that fight, man. I'm staying off of that. No odds anywhere. Yeah. Sometimes the best bet on a fight like that is no bet. God, yeah. Unless you're getting plus 300 on one guy, maybe I would take that, just a little bet to sweeten it a little bit. Like if you give me plus 370 on Stevens, all right, maybe I'll take Stevens. Maybe it's worth the risk, All right, guys, I will be back in about 24 hours. Appreciate everyone, guys. Oh, let me check my poll. I always forget to check my polls before I close out. All right, you guys think this is wide. You guys got this wide. 76, 24%, 17 votes. And you guys think your fight dominates this fight. I'm going to close the poll in 10, 9, 8. Vote if you have not. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing it out. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what I got Stevens. If you guys get a line on that, let me know. I don't see any book that has a line on it. If you guys get a line on it, I would probably stay off of it. I don't like heavyweight boxing. I'm not that fight. I've still got the Skylar Lacey in my head. Stevens and Kamakov. It's a tough fight, man. It's tough. I don't know where. I would take the guy who's plus 350 or higher. If neither guy is plus 350, I'd probably just leave it alone. Yeah, that's a dangerous fight to bet on that I would just not touch. I give any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know now or forever hold your peace. Skylar Lacey has a draw with George Arias, who's a good fighter. He's not good. I don't think highly of him. I don't think he's trash. Maybe he's trash. Maybe you're right. He's 6'7". He's big. He lost to Brandon Moore, and he's got George Arias, Antonio Morillas. What do we think of Ivan Checo, do we rate him? I know he's got a great record, shiny record, but he hasn't fought anybody. He fought on Pro Box and he got a destructive knockout over a guy I didn't know. I don't know. How do we rate Checo? Is it somebody we think highly of? I'll check him out. I'll watch it. I got a month for this fight to happen. I don't have any odds, but I'll look into Checo for sure. I'm in UK. Do you do college football? Let me look it up. Yeah, he played offensive line. He played O-line at Louisville. Joel, is that true? Not okay. I got it. Take Checo in that fight then. All right, I gotta run y'all. I'm gonna look into this fight. Thank you, Barrel Strength. June 16th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.